right, some breaking news coming in. We are tracking more on the latest, what is happening at this juncture. Remember, Prime Minister Modi is in Gujarat. What we have coming in, let's take a look at this big news on your screens right now. Was Pahalgam attack enabled by Kashmiri leaders? Politics foiled the road to Baisaran Meadows. That's the latest charge that is coming. We're looking at the investigation at this juncture. The details that are coming in. Did politics pave way for possibly the callous attitude for the Baisaran Meadows? The politicians now in question about especially, remember with regard to the administration in J&K, was there a delay that helped the terrorist escape? Because there was no road constructed, even the armed forces reinforcements took about 40 minutes to reach. With the lack of connectivity that you can see, you could only take a horse ride or really go on an uphill trek to be able to reach Baisaran. Was it that the politicians more busy with appeasement politics than trying to ensure that there's connectivity of the road?
वो बनेगा, रोड बनेगा, मुझे नहीं पता है क्या किसने सियासत की, लेकिन मैं आपके वसादत से, आपके चैनल की वसादत से बताना चाहता हूँ, वो रोड हमने प्रायोरिटी नंबर 1 रखा है इस बार और इसी साल इंशाल्लाह रहमान उस पे काम.
We are at the Pahalgam Baisaran road. The road that you're seeing behind me, it takes you to a certain point very close to Baisaran, and then beyond that it is the pony track. You have to walk, trek and go to that location. But as you could be seeing, this road is magnetized right up to a certain point. And what really stopped a permanent magnetized roads to Baisaran was local politics. Vote bank politics. Our sources say that whoever the local politicians across party lines fell to the demand of the vote bank. Obviously, there was a certain section which mostly comprised of Godewalas, which are a very strong vote bank for the local politicians. They objected to it because they knew that if a permanent road, a magnetized road is constructed, there could be issues. Issues would be that their livelihood would be impacted. People would go straight in a car or in a vehicle and they would not use ponies. And that has ensured that Baisaran couldn't get a proper connect for years and years now. Result, we know what happened when Baisaran attack took place. There was a late reaction time. Security forces had to trek. There was no security force presence in the area at that time. And as the tracking really happened, it took at least 1 hour for the nearest security force personnel to reach the location. That ensured that the team, or should I say the squad of the Lashkar, they took their time, they had ample time, they caused casualties, mayhem, this dastardly attacked and then escaped from the location. But now we've been told that government is already, in fact, has fast-tracked the proposal, and in the next few days, work will start for a permanent magnetized road to Baisaran, which will be an all-weather road. So that is something that is happening, but quite clearly here also, vote bank politics playing its part and ensuring that, like other locations of Pahalgam, Baisaran did not have a magnetized road.
Farid joins me for the latest on that. Farid, you've been reporting consistently from Baisaran over the past few weeks, and you do make an important point. If it is such an important tourist destination, people were clearly thronging to this location, why wouldn't a basic road stretch be made, at least to make life easier? But there is, of course, a angle of if the road would have been made, then the poniwalas could have faced economic losses. Tell me more about how this, according to your sources, is coming in as well.
Yes, absolutely, Pooja. We were at the ground, and this is something which is, in fact, a revolution in many ways, considering that poniwalas, which is a very strong vote bank for all local politicians, try to woo them. And in the process, what has happened is that Baisaran has not got a proper road connect the way it deserves. We have been reporting about Pahalgam attack. It's all and this is very critical, Pooja, when you think that this was a cut-off area, and had there been a proper road connect, like other parts of Pahalgam, you go to Chandanwadi or Aru, they have a proper macadamized road, but in this case, you did not have a macadamized road, and the reaction and then the result, we all know what happened when this dastardly terror attack took place. It took at least 45 minutes to 1 hour for the nearest security force column to reach the location. So this was the biggest reason why so many casualties happened, why this terrorist called off, the Lashkar got the time to execute their plan without any fear of the security forces or without any quick reaction from the forces personnel. So this is critical. And again, it is local vote bank politics, local leaders from NC, PDP falling to the demands of the vote bank and not allowing this macadamized road. So we've been told there were several proposals in the last 10, 12 years, but they did not allow that. Now, obviously, there are the ramifications and the consequences are for everyone to see. Now, we've been told that road will be constructed, and the next few days, work will start in the next 3 to 4 months. In fact, the government has set the deadline for a proper macadamized road to Baisaran.
Is Baisaran open right now? Is it set to open again? Because it's still in many ways a crime site. It's going to be somewhere investigation is needed. But since when has Baisaran been open? Because I fail to understand why would you need such a treacherous road heading to a tourist destination. Any word from the politicians? I'm sure they'll have their defense. They'll say this is all blame game. But why do you believe investigators are also looking at why did you not develop all these years a basic road to the tourist destination?
Well, yes, Pooja. In fact, if you now obviously there's a post-mortem that is on as to what went wrong. Obviously, the security angle and then the infrastructure angle as well as to why this road was not constructed. We asked this question. There is question to MLA Pahalgam, Altaf Kallu, who is also related to the national conference or is connected or is local MLA of the NC. He obviously refused to answer in a straight manner. He just said that I don't want to go into the politics. But yes, now the road will be connected. So obviously he knows that now, considering the kind of attack that has happened and the kind of steps that the government of India has initiated, so there is absolutely no scope for any local politics or vote-banking politics now. So what he's trying to suggest is that they're also for the road and it will be constructed very soon. But quite clearly, this is another glaring example of how vote-banking politics has compromised national security in many ways, because had there been a proper road, obviously, if you, look in hindsight, the terrorists who planned this attack would have also thought or had a second thought about their plans, considering that they would have weighed in the fact that security forces will reach quickly, and then probably so many things would have gone on differently. So there is many ways to think about it, but yes, Baisaran, to a question, is still closed. It is a crime scene, and NIA is investigating.
So say this, I'll also say this, I understand that this is on the state government or the UT government, of course, right now, but this is as much on the LG administration. This is a question mark on the administration that had been governing even after 2019 and before that as well, before 2019. For several years, we know that Baisaran was open and how. Tell me about the trek time. When you decided to trek up to Baisaran to report on the Pahalgam massacre, how much time did it take you walking, and then if you are taking a horse ride? Because that's the amount of time that even the armed forces had to take to be able to reach the site and find out there are dead bodies.
Yes, Pooja, your point is absolutely correct. This was a miss. This was a big miss as far as the local government is concerned. Obviously, as I said, they had local parties had vote bank issues in this, but also a miss as far as the LG administration is concerned, because from the last many years you don't have an elected government. So this aspect should have been taken care of, and they have also missed it. There's no doubt about it.
These are, of course, loopholes that Pakistan managed to find out with their recce and hit where it will harm our innocent people. Fareed, thank you for getting us these layers consistently, and perhaps we can ensure at least this time some lessons are learned, accountability set. Appreciate you joining us, Fareed, for the latest.